Hi, welcome to the Bike Sanctuary. My name's Ben and today we're going to be looking around this absolutely awesome BMW R1250RT. This is the LE edition, so loads and loads of extra bits of spec, which we'll talk about in a second. It's a 1254cc boxer twin, so obviously a twin cylinder, making about 134 brake horsepower. Now this is a 68 plate bike, it's covered 19,000 miles from new, with a full service history and 2 previous owners. So this bike is absolutely fully loaded. It's one of the best touring bikes on the market today, in my opinion. It's got so much spec on it. I'm going to try and do it justice, but bear with me if I do miss anything as we go. So let's start at the front. It's got Michelin Pilot Road 4 tyres on it, in really good condition, loads of life left in them. It's got radially mounted brakes with 320mm discs in really good condition. Slightly unconventional front suspension, but that's all down to the fact that the suspension on this bike is electronic, which I'll show you shortly. A couple of extras on the front here. So we've got the spotlights here. The auxiliary spotlights look really good. Very, very bright, very popular modification. The bike does have front and rear cameras as well, which is quite a cool system. That's obviously coming with the bike. And as you can see around the front, we've got the upper and lower engine case protectors and bodywork protector bars as well. As we pan up, we've got the aerial, so that indicates the fact that the bike has got a stereo, which I'll show you shortly, and also a height adjustable electric screen, and these really nice HID headlights, which I'll turn on and show you in just a second. The bike's covered 19,000 miles, which for a 68 plate is on the higher side, but it's been used every day, it's been well loved and looked after, and it's got a full service history. Obviously it does show some signs that it has done 19,000 miles compared to some of the lower mileage bikes, but obviously this bike is an absolute steal at the price, in my opinion. So especially when you look at the LE spec on the bike as well, and all the extras that we'll show you in just a second. So as you can see, the bodywork is finished in this really deep blue. The camera just doesn't do it justice. You can kind of see it in the light a little bit, but it's a really nice metallic finish. Generally speaking, the paintwork on the bike's in really nice condition. There's a few stone chips on the front and on the headlight lens, but nothing that's particularly noteworthy, and I'll come to that as we get around it. Standard chrome exhaust with centre stand. Centre stand is absolutely vital on bikes like this. You can see the downpipes and the front headers are in really nice condition. There's no rust or anything like that. And then you've got the single-sided swing arm in the back here. Can't really see it, unfortunately. It's all sort of hidden behind the panniers and stuff like that. Colour-coded BMW luggage in terms of panniers, and it does have an older style BMW top box. Now, in my opinion, the new owner will probably want to replace this. There's some damage to the hinges. It does work. It does have the backrest on it, so it's good for your pillion, but in my opinion, the new owner will probably want to replace that. A couple of features that I'll point out on this side. There's an auxiliary socket just here, so you can plug things in to charge, and there's a couple of cubby holes on both sides as well. We'll go around the other side. So on this side, again, cosmetically, the bodywork's in quite nice condition. There's, a few little marks here and there, but nothing really mentionable. There's no big scratches or scuffs or anything like that on the bodywork at all. Now, the previous owner has told me that the reason he fitted the crash bars was after this. So obviously a slow speed drop there. It's the only sign of damage on the bike that's noteworthy. Clearly a slow speed drop or something like that. No oil leaks or anything like that, but obviously we've now got the crash bars to protect the engine casings. It's a really common problem with boxer engines. Obviously the engine does protrude out the side of the bike, and it is a shame, but again, we've reflected that in the price. So when we look to the back, there's no damage to match that on the top box. So clearly when the bike went over the, sorry, not the top box, the side panniers, there's no damage on those at all. So clearly when the bike did go over, it only landed on the engine. The same with the bar ends. No damage on the bar ends or anything like that at all. It is just that engine casing. I mentioned a couple of marks on the front, really difficult to see, but you can just see these tiny little marks here, a couple here, just where stones are flicked up and hit the front of the bike. Generally speaking, the paintwork, as I say, is very, very good. So, full luggage, we've got all the keys for the luggage and stuff like that. Obviously it's removable. On the LE version, you do get heated seats as well, so you can see the heated seat controls on the left on the left hand side, which is brilliant for your pillion if you're sitting on the back and you're going for long tours. On the left hand side you can see that we've got the stereo controls. Now the LE does come with a stereo, which is pretty good in my opinion. And you can see the speakers are built into the dash. We've got this partially digital dash, rev counter, and then analog speedo and rev counter on the right hand side. And then this bike does also come with the optional sat nav. Keyless ignition, we'll just turn it on. And there you go, there's the stereo. So that can all be operated down here on the left hand side. For the time being, we'll just switch that off. So, all the electrics work on this bike. So this is the height adjustable screen, which I'll show you working now. So there you go. So in its fully upright position, it's going to kick the air up over even the tallest rider. A relatively low seat height on these anyway. These have got a really nice electronic system on them, so you can flick through the menu using the menu button here. You've got the scroller as well, so you can flick through all of the different mode functions. So you've got your different mappings, you've got your consumptions and your fuel, you've got your trip, obviously you've got your heated grips, and you've also got heated seats. And then finally you've got your audio settings. And what you do is you just scroll through that menu using this, and then you click over when you want to select something. Really, really simple. Got cruise control on this bike. Lots and lots of electronic bits and bobs that I won't get too into now. Obviously, it's worth viewing the bike if you want to. Digital display is very clear, really nice. Lots and lots of information now. Let's just go back to the original menu. And then obviously you've got fuel gauge, temperature gauges, gear selection. The bike has obviously got ABS and all of the standard bits that you'd expect to see on the bike. Comes with the standard BMW SOS button. That's for if you break down. And there's some more controls on the right hand side there as well. BMW sat nav, quite intuitive. As you'd expect, comes with the bike. We've got all the original paraphernalia and stuff like that with the bike as well. This really is the ultimate tourer in my opinion. It's arguably one of the best tourers that are on the market. This particular bike, being the LE, comes with just about everything that you could possibly want spec-wise. It's not like a brand new bike, but it's been used, it's been loved. It does have the full service history. It runs and rides beautifully, and it is a really, really good saving on new. That's it for me. All of our bikes come with a 3-month warranty. That includes free roadside assistance and breakdown cover. I will say that for the time being, our bikes are also coming with free delivery, so take advantage of that whilst you still can. I'm happy to take any inquiries. If you'd like to discuss things like finance and part exchange, you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. We've got Facebook Messenger, live chat on the website and Auto Trader. And of course, I'm happy for you to pop in or give us a call and we can have a chat. That's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.